Today, I want to talk to you guys about marriage. Yes, the big M word. And the reason I want to talk about this subject is because I feel like men don't really discuss marriage that much, unless it's in the negative. And I've been seeing a lot of videos on the manosphere, saying how you shouldn't get married. Don't get married, bro. She gonna take half your shit, blah, 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 blah. But to me, that sounds like the downside of divorce, not the downside to marriage. And then they want to talk about how 70% of divorces are initiated by the woman. So it's the woman's fault that divorce rates are so high. And I get that the court system pretty much incentivizes women to kind of take the money and run. But what percentage of those women had a legit reason to divorce their husband? And fellas, let's not act like married men don't be out here acting a fool. I'm not talking about all of them, but a good amount. So when you out here not doing your husbandly duties, out here cheating on your wife, then she didn't divorce you. You divorced yourself. But what I don't understand, fellas, is why is the solution don't get married at all? Why isn't the conversation, let's figure out how to be better husbands? Let's figure out how to better communicate with our spouse. Let's consider doing marriage counseling. It's always, you hear one bad story, you have one bad marriage, and it's like, oh, no, bro, never get married, man. Worst decision you'll ever make in your life. And y'all dudes buy right into that crap. Damn the millions of couples who live happily married for 30, 40 plus years. No, man, marriage ain't for me. No, being a good husband isn't for you. Because if you did your husbandly duties, more times than not, that woman is not going to leave you. But that's the problem with couples today. They don't understand that marriage is duty. It is your duty to love, cherish, honor, protect, and lead your wife to prosperity. And, when I say prosperity, I'm not talking about wealth, man. I'm just saying making sure that your girl, your woman, your wife is good. You need to be doing all those things to make sure that you are doing your part. And you also got to make sure that you are the same person that you presented when y'all first started dating, right? Are you still taking her out? Are you still giving her the same attention that you were in the beginning? Because a lot of you guys talk a good game in the beginning. Oh yeah, baby, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take you here. I'm going to take you there. And then later on down the line, once y'all get married, turns out that was all a bunch of empty promises. And guys, you got to understand that women fall in love behind the ears. So when you're talking that good game and she buys into it, and then later on finds out that you were all talk, no action, you really think that she should stick by you after that? That's false advertisement, playboy. At that point, you gotta return that to sender. So the marriage, to me, is null and void because the marriage was under false pretense. Well, Naeem, if I'm doing all this for her, what do I get out the deal? That's a legit question, man. As your wife, she should be doing her duty as well. She should be supportive, nurturing, and doing her other womanly duties. I'm with you there. I'm with you. But as a man, you can only control your actions. So that's what we should be focused on. And as the man, you are the leader. So you should be laying out your expectations for the marriage before you even pop the question. And let's be real, man. These women are so ready to get married. You can't tell me that they are not willing to compromise a little bit just to get that ring. I mean, come on, man. Let's keep it a buck. But in addition to that, let's talk about the benefits of marriage. Starting with finances. Out the gate, you're going to have much more money to spend. With combined resources, you'll be able to accomplish much more. If you're looking to buy a house, it'll be much easier to apply for a loan with the two of you guys. Managing the workload around the house is going to be easier with two people. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry that two heads are better than one. So no matter what your goal is, having that extra person there to support you on your journey is just going to make life much easier. Also, married couples get tax benefits, Social Security benefits, shared medical benefits. They get all kind of legal benefits. And another thing to think about is Your girlfriend won't have any rights if something was to happen to you. So you need to have your will written up, because if you end up sick or unconscious where you can't, speak for yourself, that girlfriend who you love so much but was reluctant to marry will have no rights to make any decisions on your behalf. So that's something to think about. Another thing you guys need to understand is you're not going to be young forever. I mean, this hopping from one girl to another may seem cool in the beginning, but once you get old, man, that shit just gets sad. No one wants to see a 50-year-old man on some player shit. First off, once you get older, you're going to be less attractive, which means the quality of women that you'll be able to get is going to be lower. And so you're going to get old. And when you get old, you're going to wish that you had someone who would commit to you through sickness and health until the day that you die. And that is real. And this might be the most important aspect when it comes to marriage, is the positive impact that it has on our children. And when you think about that, you have to think about the downside of having kids out of wedlock. And you guys are still going to procreate, whether you get married or not, because it's in our nature to reproduce. And having kids out of wedlock can cause serious damage to our society. When you're a single parent, that only puts more stress on the parent and makes things harder for the kids. This is a cycle that we need to stop, because to me, the biggest issue with declining marriages is the increase in broken homes. The negative impact that has on our children is exponential. Now, of course, you can cohabitate, raise the kids together, but you guys who are worried about alimony are setting yourself up for child support. And you know what's worse than alimony? Paying child support. Trust me. Because depending on, how long the marriage was, you might not have to pay too much alimony. But that child support, that's a guaranteed 18 years, bruh. You don't want that. Now, if you don't plan on having kids, you have a much better case for not wanting to get married, but you still got to think about the consistency it brings to your life. The comfort of knowing that you have someone there for you through thick and thin. And a lot of people don't know this, but married couples are even more likely to move up in the workplace, because when you see someone who's married, they seem more stable, more reliable, more trustworthy, more committed. All the traits that you need in the workplace is what you need for marriage. Anyway, I'm just giving you guys some food for thought, something to think about before you completely write off marriage, because marriage could be just what you need. And as men, we need to talk about marriage more, not just the bad side of marriage, but the good side as well. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you thought of the video. What points did you agree with? What points did you disagree with? Leave your comments below and let me know what you thought. And if you got anything out this video, hit that like button. This is Agree to Disagree. I'm out.